Right as we went live. Hey, it's Bill.
Right,
You're tuning
yeah,
in to
right,
Pennsylvania
right.
Rock Show, featuring the best unsigned rock that Pennsylvania has to offer right here on PARockShow.com, MegaRockRadio.net, 107.1 FM. Let me try that again. St. Louis, Missouri. AltRockRadio.ca up in the Toronto, Canada area. RoodarooRadio.com over on the west coast of the United States, BillDescene.com, right where I'm sitting currently, and across the pond at xrpradio.co.uk. This is episode number 532, 42. I don't remember. I think it's 532. That sounds right. I'm recording out of order and
Sounds
2
good to me.
podcasts and 500 and something. With me tonight are members of the band Modern Fossils. What's up, guys?
How you doing, Bill?
How are you?
I'm good. Danielle, are you with us?
Pleasure to be here.
Yep.
Danielle's
All right.
been popping in and out.
In and out. Like I usually do.
So anyway, for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, this show started on September 14th, 2004. So we're working on 16 years of local unsigned music. And my questions are crazy. So sit back and get ready for that.
All right.
Okay, guys. So I'm going to give you one of the easiest questions of the night. At least it should be. And it's the most cliche one. It's one you would expect to be asked on the show about music. And that's, where did your band name come from?
Well, half of us are younger and half of us are a bit older, so Modern and Fossils in the band. So
Yeah,
Kinda
I'm the youngest
appropriate.
You
one.
can guess who's old.
Yeah.
You can guess who's older and who's younger.
Right. Brandon's the old one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
We're playing ping pong here. You guys remember the game? Sorry, Brandon definitely won't. You remember the game Pong?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're old
That's
enough.
kind
Probably not gonna work.
That's kind of the sound that it makes when she pops back on. Okay, so
It just keeps
Why
going
don't
in and
each of
out,
you-
kicking me out every 2 minutes. I don't know.
well, how about introduce yourselves? Danielle, go first while you're here.
Okay. Danielle Yellow, and I am Uncle Larry's niece.
And what do you do in the band?
So I play the keyboards, and I sing some vocal. I started mainly like oboe was my instrument in high school. I played oboe for a number of years, so that's been my main instrument. And then started with Modern Fossils. We started in 2018. So before that, we did a band called Army of Optimism. But I'm a keyboard player. Some vocals.
She's gonna struggle all night.
Yeah.
Some of the songs that we have on the CD.
She's our keyboard extraordinaire and vocalist.
Did you get
Yeah.
that part? Is it working?
It's semi-working.
We're overdubbing you.
Who would like to go next?
Brendan.
Me? All right.
Yeah.
I'm Brendan. I'm the lead guitar player of Modern Fossils. I have tried doing background vocals, but didn't work out. So, just the lead guitar player.
Much more than that.
Much more than that, huh?
Yeah.
What else? I went to high school. I went to a performing arts school for guitar and music. So, that's all I can show off right now.
Who's
She left
next?
again?
Go ahead, Billy Munns.
All right. Bill Munns. I play mainly bass and some guitar on a few songs. When Larry doesn't have to sing. I've been playing in local bands for 30 years, I guess. Me and Larry have known each other for about that long. Kind of came up in the same scene in the Pittsburgh area. Just trying to make some music and have some fun. They don't let me sing at all, so I'm not going to throw that in there.
Yeah, I've tried to.
I sang once. I thought I could. They never gave me a mic after that.
Okay, Larry, I think that leaves you, right?
Yeah, I pretty much, I don't know, I jump around from bass to guitar, do a lot of singing, and just riff away, man. You know, keep the songs moving.
Are you guys ready for one of my oddball questions now?
Yeah, we're ready.
Sure,
Hit us.
yeah.
Okay. So we're kind of in the middle of a pandemic, so this question is kind of fitting. If there was a catastrophic event that erased almost all the humans off the earth, and there was a handful of people left, and one song from every band survives, which Modern Fossil song should survive and help with the repopulation of Earth? Yeah, and yes, I worded it that way on purpose. But remember what I said about the FM station.
Let's go with Island of the Impaired.
I think that'd be a good one. I
Yeah.
think that would be. Yeah.
Island of the Impaired or Fight the Good Fight,
Or
just
Fight.
for the comeback. You
I
know
was
what I mean?
going to go with Fight. Yeah, that's how I was going to go with Fight the Good Fight, just for the inspirational.
Yeah.
Mm. Or if it's a zombie apocalypse, we can go Ripping Flesh. Yeah, you know, just for
Yeah, we
feeding
could.
frenzy. For the feeding
good one.
frenzy. Yeah.
So you have a couple options then.
Yeah, just depending
Yeah,
how
cool.
Yeah,
it turns out there.
depends on the mood.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna ask the question that just popped into my head, but I think she just popped back on.
Oh, did she?
Here she comes.
Hey, she's back.
We can't hear her though.
She says she'll get back in the comment section.
Well, I'll ask the question, and if she figures out her audio in time, we'll get an answer from her as well. So, what I want to know about is an embarrassing moment that you guys each had on stage, except I don't want you to tell me about one of your moments. I want you to tell me about a moment that someone else in the band had that they may not realize was embarrassing.
We've only done a couple shows, so we really haven't had the time to do it. But my favorite was one of my old drummers, man. I turned around and he was just like looking kind of odd, and here he is vomiting in his mouth, and he didn't want to do it on stage. So he waited till the end of the song and ran off stage and got rid of it in a bucket. That was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
If it doesn't work with Modern Fossils, you can tell me a story from another band like Larry just did. If anybody wants to jump in. No?
I have a lot of those, but Modern Fossils is the only thing I can think of. The one show when Brendan's guitar cut out during like the main guitar solo part of the song, and there's a lot of confusion for it. Plus, our drummer screwed up the beginning of it, and it was probably our worst show ever. We only played 3, and 2 of them were good. That was the one that wasn't. That's the one everybody seems to remember.
Or the last, we opened up for Last in
But Larry
Line.
did put a cigarette.
Yeah, we opened up for Last in Line at Jurgles. It was a really good show. And Danielle, who's kind of on and off, she kind of got thrown out of the green room for let me see. Conduct unbecoming a nightclub. I don't want to get into it too far. She's laughing. She knows what I mean.
Yeah.
But her and her
I
boyfriend were in there and
I
kind of
thought
got
of that,
caught.
but I wasn't going to bring that up.
Her and her
I wasn't
boyfriend
either.
were in there and kind of got caught, in the middle of something. So,
Yeah.
She can't even defend
She was
herself.
the only one
I know.
that rock star.
this is the best. That was a rock star moment. That was not embarrassing to her, but we thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, we were kind of proud of her.
Yeah.
If you were headlining a worldwide tour, what bands from the Pittsburgh scene would you take with you to open?
The Cheats.
Definitely.
Hello.
What was that?
What was that?
I have no idea.
I thought
That was
maybe,
that was
I
a
thought maybe
Cheats
we
intro
won
music.
something because he said the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I thought we won a prize.
So Todd Porter.
Yeah, I grabbed Todd, man. He's my buddy for a long
Oh, yeah.
time, man. So yeah.
Any other
That'd be
bands
a
you
fun
can think
time,
of?
too.
Mm,
Venus and Furs, I like.
Weird Paul. Probably.
Weird Paul would definitely be a good time.
Weird Paul would be my choice. Yeah.
There's so many good. Yeah.
Danielle, is that you?
So do we win again? We won again.
Yeah. We're
Okay, now I'm curious why there's no vocals, but she can play music on us.
Yeah, good question. Yeah.
Let's see. If you could open for any band in the history of music, so you can go bands that are current or bands that are no longer alive, what band would you want to open for and why?
Black Sabbath, because they're Black Sabbath.
yeah.
Yeah.
What more do you need to?
Yeah.
Who would be singing in Black Sabbath?
Oh, Ozzy, of course. Yeah.
I
I can go with Dio. I can go with Dio.
yeah.
To be honest with you, I'd be happy if it was Tony Martin, Ian Gillan, Ray Gillan. Oh, he's dead. Well, you said dead. Okay.
I'd go for like Sabbath or Deep Purple.
Yeah, the ultimate would be Ozzy.
Yeah, Deep Purple would be good too. I'd like to go with that, man.
Oh
Yeah.
Any
yeah.
modern
That was
bands?
the Fossils
Okay.
perspective. We get the modern.
Modern bands, I got an unheard of one. You probably never heard of him. Hamill on Trial. I really like him, man. He's out of Syracuse, New York, and Austin, but he's like one of my favorites. He's good. It's really good.
If you could sit down on a bench and pick one musician, again from the history of the world, to have a conversation with, but you're only allowed to ask that musician one question, who would you sit with and what would you ask them?
Be Lemmy.
Would you pull up a seat next to him at the bar?
Sure. Yeah.
What would you ask him, Larry?
I'd be like, hey, you want to do another line? You know. It actually happened in real life, so I can, do it again.
Anybody else? No?
There's so many.
Pick one, Brendan.
I know. I'm thinking.
Yeah. There's so many.
Billy Munns, what would you ask Zappa?
Hey,
I
how'd
guess
you
he'd be
know?
one for you. Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing. I know who I'd want to talk to. I just don't know what I would ask. There's so many questions. But yeah, it would be Frank Zappa. It'd be an interesting conversation, that's for sure.
Zappa actually came up on episode 530 when I was talking to Aqua Dementia, who are a relatively new band as well. And they play like cave metal and sludge. And one of them was like, we got to cover Zappa. It doesn't really fit.
But I mean, that's the thing with Zappa, you never really know. It could go any way. You never know where it's going to go. So.
Brandon.
I would honestly probably have to pick Dio.
What would you ask Dio?
Just, I don't even know. I just want to talk to him.
Well, he's
His
about your height.
inspirations.
He was about your height,
Yeah,
so
really.
it would be a good
I would say
conversation.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Can you at least hear us, Danielle?
I'm not sure.
Danielle would pick Joan Jett or Alanis Morissette. I know that. I don't know what the hell she'd ask him, but that's who she'd pick.
Did Alanis was supposed to tour this year. Did she end up getting any shows in? Do you guys know?
I got no idea. That's a
Yeah. I don't know.
Danielle would know.
I was all excited, and then I realized I only knew like one song. I was like, "Why am I excited?"
That first album was good for its time. That's for sure.
That was a Jagged Little Pill, right?
I don't know.
I think that was what the first one was called. Let's see. If I was flipping through a social studies book, I used to teach social studies.
Oh shit.
If I was flipping through a social studies book and I found
I won't hold that against you.
and I found a picture of you guys in the book, what would that section be about?
Coffee.
Probably.
Did you say? Wait, did you say coffee?
Yeah,
A lot of coffee.
Yeah, a lot of coffee.
Yeah. A lot of coffee.
Coffee or Guinness? Yeah, one of the two. Yeah.
Now you have to tell me why.
Coffee during practice is always, I don't know. It just keeps us going, man.
Yeah. We always took coffee breaks. We always have coffee.
And Guinness is, Guinness is good.
Except for the
Yeah.
Oh my God, do we have Danielle back?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there she is.
Oh my gosh.
Ask me a question.
Hey!
Ask me a question
There we
right
go.
now.
Danielle, if you could, what was the question
No, we
again,
gotta
Bill,
start
about
again.
Let's start over. No, if you could sit on a bench for an hour and talk to any musician, who would you speak with, and what would be the one question that you would ask them?
Okay. I would say probably Joan Jett would be one of them.
I know
Or
it.
David from Disturbed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was your question?
Oh God, that's a good question. I'd probably how do they keep being, kick ass? Like, how do they keep going and doing what they're doing? And yeah,
Coffee and Guinness.
coffee.
Yeah.
That, my school opened up on Thursday for we're doing in building classes, and I was in one of the classes and someone started singing The Sound of Silence. Now, first of all, I teach at a Catholic school, and second of all, they're singing The Sound of Silence. And I was like, hey, I'm like, are you singing the Disturbed version or the why can't I think what they're called now?
Simon.
Simon and
Simon
Garfunkel.
Garfunkel.
And
Simon
they
and
said-
Garfunkel.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
kid was like, I don't know. My parents said they're dead. I said, okay,
Yeah.
that answers that question. So I find myself getting stuck in holes, like black holes on YouTube a lot. And no matter what I watch, I end up watching videos of the Foo Fighters eventually bringing people up on stage and letting them play.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those.
And I feel like for a musician, that would probably be a highlight, especially if they were fans of the Foo Fighters. So my question for you is, if you were being pulled up on stage, who would be your Dave Grohl? So who would be on stage that you would want to play with?
Danielle.
Yo. Joan Jett.
Probably Avenged for me. Avenged Sevenfold for me.
Everybody's like, I'm not going next.
Yeah, whoever.
Oh, Robin Trower. Yeah,
That's
Robin-
interesting.
Robin Trower would be cool. Yeah. Just to lay back
So I'd
on
like
the
to go
bass
up
and let
like
him go,
maybe
man.
the Ramones. There you go.
Cool.
I'm thinking the Ramones or something nice and easy, so I don't have to like really think about playing too much and just bash it out.
Or old school Michael Schenker. Like some old UFO. That'd be cool too. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to ask you one more question before we talk about your song. If you were on tour and I was following you around, so I was in the buses or van or however you're going to do it with you, what would the soundtrack to our trip be? So what bands would we be listening to in between stops?
Danielle again, since you were gone.
Oh, you
Yeah.
put me on the spot now.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Lightweight soundtrack if we were on a tour bus. Is that what the
Yeah.
question is?
Right. So what bands would we be listening to?
That would vary between the modern and the fossils, right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I like the Avenged Sevenfold. They're pretty cool. I like Bad Flower. What do we all like the same? I don't know. I think we could agree on Black Sabbath.
Motorhead.
The Alice in Chains.
Yeah, Alice in Chains would be cool.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath.
I guess depends on who's driving and how fast we need to get there. If we're in a hurry and I'm driving, put on some Motorhead or some Violence or some Discharge, something like that, and I'll get you there fast and stay awake most of the time.
That's important.
Oh, that goes back to loops back to the coffee thing.
Yeah. Really.
Is there a song about coffee?
There will be now.
Black Coffee by Black Flag.
Okay.
Death
that's
Clock
fun.
is a song about coffee too.
UFO is a song about coffee too.
How about
But it's-
like bad
Yeah, did-
drummers?
nah,
Like,
did-
about, like crazy drummers. I don't.
Every drummer is crazy.
Drummers that smell like onions.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and let you tell me about Incredible Edibles, and I have a feeling I know what it's about, but and then we'll play it, and we'll come back for a few more questions. But I also need to pair it with another band, and like normal, I didn't do my homework because I was doing something else. coincidentally, I was doing lesson plans and creating homework, so I didn't get my homework done. But I feel like I'm just going to surprise them. I think I don't know what the second song will be that we play, but we are going to play "Incredible Edibles" by Modern Fossils right after they tell us about it. So here's that Modern and Fossils thing again. So this is kind of like VH1. Yeah, I'm completely blanking now. The one storytellers where they tell you about the song. So, that was when MTV and VH1 actually played videos.
Incredible Edibles, I think, is it's just a story about eating or digesting anything that'll change your
state of mind.
Yeah, and then just sometimes you got to ride it through, and it could be frightening, and sometimes you ride it through, and it can be very enlightening. So it's just about an adventure.
Yeah, basically.
To keep it PG, I guess. Yeah, either frightening or enlightening, depending on your your mental state and who you're with. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a moment. We're going to listen to Incredible Edibles by Modern Fossils, and we will be right back. For those of you that are tuned in, you will not hear this on the Facebook Live because they would mute us. So when to hear the song, it will be on the final finished episode after editing, which will appear. Is that do I have you guys scheduled for the 11th? I think.
Yeah.
4th. Yeah, the 11th.
Yeah.
So it'll be on.
Yeah.
So it'll be on September 11th, and I'll have 2 Danielles on the screen too.
Yep. Yep.
The great disappearing Danielle. She had to go get some edibles. She'll be right back. Yeah.
I really should pick another song. Hold on.
You mean for another one to play?
Yeah.
Let's go with Island of the Impaired, man, because Danielle's singing on that one.
Oh no, because it's only an hour with radio rules, I can only play one song from you guys.
Oh, okay.
So I need to pick another band.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were picking another song.
Another song from another band.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
'Cause we don't want to get 107.1 FM in trouble. If it was just streaming on the internet, I wouldn't worry about it, but the FCC is involved.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see here. Wow, my computer is running really slow right now.
Just like Danielle. Danielle, where you at, kid? Are you ever coming back
She's
to us?
gone again.
Gone again.
Our next song, Gone Again. Gone Again.
I picked one. That was
What's
Modern. John Vento, Baby Blues.
Nice.
You're familiar with John?
No.
Oh. He's kind of bluesy. Kind of sounds like Bruce Springsteen, which is a weird combination, but
I'll go listen to it. Give it a spin.
he's actually the front man of the band The Needs Hotel. If you ever heard of them.
Yeah, I heard him. Yeah. They just did a video. with Jim Patowski, I believe. Yeah.
And he's also the front man for the B-Men, which used to be called the Businessmen. And the blues festival that goes on at the old Syrio Mosque every year, he runs that. He runs the Streamworks Creative, the venue.
Oh,
He owns that. So he's all over the place. All right, I'm going to bring us back in. Okay, that was Baby Blues by John Vento. Right before that, we heard the song Incredible Edibles by Modern Fossils, who are with me tonight. You can see them hanging out here in the video if you're watching the video. You see Danielle popping in and out.
This is the third device we're trying.
This
Hey.
one's good.
This one. So maybe 2 or 3 more questions and then we'll call it a night. Mostly because I have to switch everything that I have around me and get it ready for my wife to sell jewelry on Facebook at 9. So do you guys have any shows coming up? And I know that's such a hard question to ask right now.
Nope.
yeah.
Not yet.
Just writing new material. We got a new video coming up for a new song called "What Are You Dreaming About," and it should be out. I don't know. I got probably another week or 2 editing, and then we'll have it out on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff.
If you get it done before the 11th, we'll put it right in the show notes.
Yeah, because Brendan does a killer lead on it, man.
Thank you.
It's pretty fun, man. It's a good tune.
If someone was trying to get a hold of you to add you to most likely an outdoor show right now, how would they do that?
Probably just on the Facebook page. We respond pretty quick on there, man.
And that's facebook.com/modernfossilspgh.
Yeah.
Watching the video,
Yeah.
it's below us. If not,
Yeah.
it'll be linked all over the show notes.
Yeah, I mean, we'd like to do an outdoor show coming up, but, depending on the safety factor, just playing it safe like everybody else.
How besides not having shows, how else has the pandemic affected you guys as a band?
Just write new material. I mean,
Well, we
Good.
were in like a transition anyway because we were looking for a drummer. So
For a drummer.
yeah. So I don't know, kind of affected, but not. We were in transition anyway with that part.
Did you find a drummer, or are you still looking?
I think we may have one.
We may.
Yeah. He came over and played the other day, and he did really well.
Don't wanna-
So it was nice. Yeah. It's an old friend of mine, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, he'll stick.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Let's see.
I think in a way,
Which one?
some of the pandemic is what kind of made the music come out. I don't know if the CD would have came out the way it did. I know Larry had some time to put things together and even put out his own CD of his own stuff. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, a lot more music's come out just because of the ability to have time.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Go ahead, sorry.
More going on. Like given the chance to work on the marketing or Larry's done most of that, with the videos and with putting together the songs, the CDs, all of that work. So that probably would have been difficult if it wasn't for the pandemic, to look at the good side of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of extra time, so it was nice. You could just sit around and mix and mix again and mix again, and just keep going, and finally you just say that's it and go with it. And got to get the CD out, and it was cool, man. It's nice. First chapter in the band or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is something that your fans would be surprised to know about each of you, other than the Jurgles thing?
Oh God.
That's not surprising anymore.
But you can respond now.
Should I? Okay, so I'm here. I'll talk. We surprised that I usually, well, it's not really surprising that I'm like shy, but I can yell. When I sing my vocals, I can yell. When I have a microphone, I'm loud. When I don't, I'm not. And that I played the oboe. That's really, I don't know. Is there anything else? What? I have 2 master's degrees. You wouldn't know that, but yeah.
I played the clarinet for like 4 years. There's that.
Billy Muntz.
All the weird stuff that I do is kind of out there. I don't know if there's anything really secret. I like the band Jackal. I don't like people know that, but and I listen to Oasis. People might be surprised by that. Pretty much that's all I'm embarrassed about.
Nothing for me. It's pretty much everybody knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am what I am. Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the band Bethlehem?
Just from your show.
All right, so for those of you that
I've
aren't,
heard them.
yeah, they dress as like medieval warriors. And when I asked their lead singer that question, he said, normally I would answer that by saying I'm in a band that does this. But okay, if I were to take one of your songs and play it backwards, what would we hear?
Larry, do you ever sleep? Larry, do you ever
Yeah.
sleep?
Really?
Drink
It
more.
was-
Drink more coffee. Drink
Yeah.
more coffee.
Say Danielle is a motocross rider. Brendan is a wrestler.
All right, we'll go with 2 more questions. What is something that you
We're just getting
absolutely
started now.
what is something that you absolutely love about the music scene, and something that you hate about it?
Like that it's always something new.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, right.
Danielle, of course.
Okay. Yeah. That it's always something new that's, out there, that there's always something that can bring about more creativity and new outlooks. And I like that part of the music. What I don't like about it, I don't know. There's not too much, really. I can't even think of something I don't like about it.
Yeah.
But maybe just that it's hard to get people to, well, you know what, I think because it's hard to get people to listen. You put your stuff out and it's like, just give it a listen, and it takes a couple minutes and they just don't do it.
Yeah, the support thing is kind of tough sometimes
Yeah.
with local music.
Yeah. A lot of bands say, support local music when they're promoting their own thing, but they're not actually
Yeah.
going out there
But they're
and
not.
supporting local music.
Yeah.
And I know, most of us try to get out to see local bands, as we can. We can't do it as much as we'd like to, but
Okay, so we went to see Anger.
we
Box,
try to support
right?
bands.
No, I'm talking about anything.
There's,
Go ahead.
there's that delay coming into play.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Anger Box is an example, is that we were on the Hometown show. It was a local radio show, and we liked Anger Box. So my boyfriend and I went to see them and drove 2 hours, and we found out when we got there they canceled because of the rain.
Well,
Yeah.
Uh,
So that's an area. We tried to support them.
You
As
tried
long
at
as
least.
Yeah.
as long as they're like,
I'd,
as long as they're in tune and on time, that's all you
Yeah.
got to do. And it's everything's good.
like so we tried. We support a lot of local bands. Like
Oh yeah.
Brendan and me have been out. Venus and Furs,
A lot.
Gene the Werewolf, Chip and the Charge Ups. We tried to, and we're friends with these people too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's nice to actually, they're people that we're on the same wavelength with, and we respect them. And I feel, we get respect back from some of them too. So it's nice to have some friends in the scene. And but that's some of the problem too. Is there's some of that like the cliques where certain bands only play with certain other bands, and if you don't fit in with that specific clique, But that's it. We play with anybody anywhere. We don't care.
Oh yeah. No. A show's a show to me.
Okay, last question. If your band was actually secretively a group of superheroes, what superpowers would each of you have?
Probably being able to break a microphone. Yeah.
There has to be a story behind that.
Yeah. Good.
She unplugs a lot of mics by accident. I don't know. She gets all
Yeah.
rage. She gets into a rage and just, who knows,
Just,
the alter ego just comes out and is pretty destructive. Brendan, what's your superpower?
I don't even know. Being able to record leads twice.
Because of
That'd be
engineer failure. Yeah. Billy Munns, what's your superpower?
I just like to have the ability to get more hours in the day to actually accomplish things. Have more time to practice, more time to learn, more time to record, more time to do all the things. Plus, the normal everyday, work, family, and stuff like that. It'd be nice to just add a few more hours onto each day.
I think my superpower is understanding what my dog is saying to me. I can understand what he's saying. You know what I mean? It's a secret language. He just, he tells me everything. When I should play guitar, when I should just, give him treats or
Right.
Sometimes I answer my own question. I think I'd like to be faster than a speeding bullet because I spend 2 hours a day in my car and I hate it. Because, that's 2 hours that I can't do anything.
You listen to music.
I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only time I listen. Main time I listen to music. Yeah.
I tend to either listen to Mark Madden or to my podcast to double check that I don't need to go back and re-edit anything. But, hey guys, I want to thank you for being on episode number 532.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Sorry
And,
for the inconvenience.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
And what I'll do is once it's edited and it's ready to go, it'll be released on Friday morning, which is the 11th at like 6 a.m. And I'll send you a link to it at some point on Friday. But if you just go to buildthescene.com, it'll be right on the front page.
Yeah,
So-
if I get that video done, I'll send it out to you, man.
Cool.
For the new song.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Sure. Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.
It worked out, didn't it, in the end?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, what if we just don't leave?
Oh, we can stay.
Yeah, really?
Man.
Hey.
Danielle
What's
up
gonna
again. Yeah. Of course, Danielle had to leave, man.